All right, Shalom. First, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rachah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect. So I believe it was today. All right, there was a power outage. All right, or as it says here, a power cut. All right, that hit the UK in London. Okay, and England. Okay, so I'm going to read this real quick, which is no coincidence, all right, that we had a couple of power outages hit the U.S., all right? You had Manhattan got hit. I believe you had Brooklyn, okay? You had parts in the Bronx, Queens, even Staten Island, okay? So let's keep reading this, all right? Because ultimately there's going to be a a massive power outages, man. These are more like test runs, all right? So it says traffic chaos as large scale power cuts hit London and SE England. All right, it says trains ground to a halt and traffic lights were knocked out after a suspected failure of the national grid left a large area of London and southeast without power, creating transport mayhem during rush hour. UK Power Networks, which control the power lines for London and South East, confirmed the outage shortly after 5 p.m. on Friday, stating that the cut was likely caused by a failure of the National Grid's network. Similar outages were also reported in the Midlands, Southwest, and Wales, where power lines are run by Western Power Distribution. Now, there was an article that said the U.S. All right, the U.S. is infrastructure, especially concerning the electrical grid, is weak. Okay, is weak, man, and it might not even take an EMP attack to disable that joint. Okay, but nonetheless, look, man, imagine that you're on your way to work or you're on your way back from work, and everything just shuts down. Okay, now, one of the worst things is if you're in a train, the subway, all right, underground, in between stops, and then the train just stops. Everything goes dark, and it might not be daytime; it might be at night. Okay, everything goes dark. You're underground. The doors are shut. It's not a good. The AC goes off, and now it's hot as hell. It's not a good feeling. Okay, but see, that's the thing. When these things start taking place, when all hell breaks loose, it's not gonna happen at a time when the masses of people are gonna be expecting it. No, it's gonna hit a lot of people unexpectedly. That's what's gonna also take a painful effect because a lot of people are not prepared mentally, physically, spiritually. None. They're not prepared at all because they're not expecting this. They don't have it in the back of their mind that very soon the world as they know it is going to be a different place, and they're going to be fighting for their survival. All right, instead of paychecks. So it says, where we are. This is the UK Power Networks. We are aware of a power cut affecting a large area of London and southeast. We believe this is due to a failure to National Grid's network, which is affecting our customers. We may not be able to answer individual tweets at this time. Please keep an eye on our feed for updates. Well, what caused the National Grid to fail? All right. It says scenes at Clapham Junction. Commuters were using phone lights in the tunnels. Also, I got trapped on the train as the doors stopped working. See, because the door it's electrical. All right. The conductor has to press a button to open the door and close it. So what happens when the electricity is shut off? You stuck in there, man. Lord, if the Lord doesn't have mercy on you, well, the train is really one of the worst places to be stuck on. All right. It says transport for the London TfL confirmed that service on the London Underground Victoria's line is suspended, and trains in and out of the capital have been hit with delays and cancellations. Striking during rush hour, the blackout left commuters stranded in the city. Now I don't know how it is exactly in London because I don't live in London, but here in New York, especially during rush hour, man, you see a whole lot of people, man. Trains are packed like sardines. Okay, So rush hour, when chaotic events hit during rush hour, man, that's one of the worst times because it's like a stampede. Everybody's running left, right, trying to see what's going on. You know, trying to. Everybody's trying to survive. Okay, so it's gonna be a very chaotic environment. All right, and these are all just signs. It says video footage shared on social media showed a throng of passengers walking through a darkened Clapham Junction station. Throng is like example would be, let's say, you know, when you're on the train and it's so packed that you're being, people all up on you, and you can barely get space to even move. Yeah, you're being thronged. It says while staff at Vauxhall Station turned commuters away and onto the street. All right, now I'll play the video uh, after I read this article. I don't want it to affect the audio, just in case it does. Look at that. Breaking news: stranded in Potter's Bar can't get in or out of London. Police on board the trains. See? And because if you're on a bus, you can possibly get out. But on a train, especially when you're underground, man, it's definitely one of those situations, man. Police officers could be seen boarding a stationary train in another clip after Thameslink reported its trains were at a stand. Traffic lights have been affected, and TfL urged motorists to exercise caution on the roads. Uh, oh, look, power cut affecting Peckham. All traffic lights through town are out. It's pretty chaotic. Because what do traffic lights do? They regulate traffic, all right, on the roads. Now, when you're like at a crossroad or an intersection, you definitely need traffic lights so cars don't go running into each other. Okay, but let's say it's nighttime, and so it says highways east UK Power Networks are looking into this. Very precarious during rush hour, particularly at junctions where pedestrians are trying to cross as well. See, now that's the thing though. They look, it's easy right now. You can just see stuff like this. Oh, the power networks are looking into it, or oh, we're working on it. Oh, we're gonna get it done. But what happens when it's so bad that you're not even getting? See, this is what gives people hope, that these companies come out and say, "Oh, we know what's going on. Don't worry, we're working to get it fixed." But what happens when you don't hear that? When they can't fix it? When the people that a lot of people are looking up forward to give them answers that they want to hear come out and tell them we don't have the answers you want to hear. You know, you're gonna see all hell, man. Commuters and Londoners have been sharing stories getting stuck in a train, or for the luckier few, getting a free round of drinks in a blacked out pub. See, that's what they're worried about, man. That's what they're worried about. There's a power cut in London and Southeast, so the trains got messed up. The train I got on had to stop because the train in front pulled their emergency cord whilst waiting in the heat. A man fainted on our carriage, and so the awesome people in this carriage worked. All right. See, a man. Oh man. Now, how do you see these power outages? Let's say there's a great shutdown, man. You don't think it affects hospitals too? Okay. It definitely affects hospitals, man. Now, if there was an EMP attack, you have people that are on life support, people that are on oxygen tanks, people that are on certain machines that regulate things that they need for their body, and those people are gonna die. All right, because once those machines shut down, they don't have that support. Okay. Let me see. Let's see this. Okay. Yeah, let there be a power outage on a mass scale for a good couple of days, to maybe a week, and see how people start reacting, man. But hey, Lord willing, this is edifying to the elect. Hey, things are happening, man. All right, things are happening, and they're happening quick. Okay, so we're especially heading towards the end of this year, man. We're gonna see, all right, what's to happen, man. But Lord willing, this is edifying to the elect, giving all praises to Yahweh by Shem Yahushai and Shalom.